All right, I'm going to give you more of a tour of the underground complex here at this new house that I bought. You already saw the gun range, the underground gun range, and the Declaration of Independence here. I'm going to show you some of the other rooms downstairs, and I'll give you a little talk about some important things because this kind of relates to it. Anyway, here's another room that's down here. It's pretty an amazing room. Let me turn some lights on. Hang on. Here. There. Look at that. I guess you could say how the other side lived. And I'm going to tell you how that doesn't have to be the other side for you. You can be like this too. Anyway, this is underground. This is an underground room. Huge. And then there's some other rooms here too. So let me take you to some of the other rooms. Look at this. Check this out. I'm trying to do this while looking into the... walking backwards while I'm looking into the camera. Anyway, this is kind of cool. It has another room here. Here's another room. This is going to be my office / computer room. This is kind of cool. This is going to be, I'm going to have my massive computer complex right there.
A gigantic complex of computers.
And then over here is a bathroom. This is kind of cool. Wait till you see what this underground bathroom looks like. Check this out. That is pretty cool. Anyway, that's the bathroom, and we're gonna have the costumes and change rooms over there as soon as this wall gets knocked out. This whole wall is gonna get knocked out, and then so we'll have one big studio down here for doing videos and photography sessions like this. But anyway, notice the staircase here. And this is kind of important. Actually, there's another light here that goes on. This is kind of cool. Fluorescence. The lights up there go on. That's kind of neat. Anyway, this staircase is kind of profound. It's in the basement. Let me turn some of these lights off so you can get a better view of it. Take a good look at this because I want you to remember this symbology of this spiral staircase in the basement. This is kind of important because I want to make a point about success in life. And this is kind of important. People keep asking me about this, so I guess I got to make a video about this. So I'm going to sit here and start with the basics. Everybody wants the big bucks, the money, the success. I know some of you are going to claim, well, I don't want that. Well, people want freedom. They want success in being free to be able to do what they want to do. And I did the book, The Prosperity Secret, and the video and everything, and I interviewed some of the richest people, and they all say the same thing. And a lot of people don't want to hear what they have to say. And this is why I want to talk to you today about some important things about success in life. First of all, success is not money. This has nothing to do with money. There are people who say money is well, most people are going to say money is the answer to their problems. Just give me a bunch of money and I'll be happy and all my problems will be fixed. It'll make my life a lot easier. And in some ways, yes, it will make life easier, but it will not ultimately make you happy and solve your problems. So this staircase here is a perfect start for my success series. And that is, most people want to jump right to the top, right to the top floor of life. And just give me the money. I hope I win the lottery. They buy lottery tickets. They ask, they take out loans. They just want to get right to the good stuff. But in order to really be successful in life, you need to start in the basement. You need to lay a good foundation down below. And like these steps on this staircase, you can't just jump to the top. You have to start at the bottom on the first step and then step up. You have to walk your way up the steps to success. You can't just go from the basement to the bedroom in the top. You have to build the foundation first. And if you really, really want to make it in life, you got it. Oh man, this is so frustrating because a lot of people, they don't want to hear. It's the same thing with health. They go, they eat all this junk. They have this quick fix. Everything in their life is about instant gratification, quick fix. They eat junk because it's got sugar, it gives them or alcohol or cigarettes or whatever it is, and it gives them this rush, and they feel good, and then they get cancer, and then they die. Or at the last second, they go, tell me what to take. Like some quick thing that they take is going to fix their problem. Everybody wants a quick fix. You have to lay the foundation from the beginning. Don't eat the junk. Don't eat the sugar. Don't smoke the cigarettes. Don't drink the alcohol. Don't do the things that are bad for you. And the same thing with success. You have to lay the foundation first. You can't just say, give me a bunch of money and everything will be fixed. It doesn't work that way. Look at the people who win the lottery, and within a year, the ones that are, the poor people that win the lottery, they can win $10 million. It's gone within a year. They don't know how to handle it. I know a lot of people are saying, well, I know how to handle it. I know how to appreciate the money. Just give me some and I know exactly what to do with it. Most people don't. They don't. And that's why life, God, whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's say you're a parent. Would you give your child the keys to a Ferrari? No. Why? Because they're not ready for it. They can't handle it. It's not just a matter of appreciating something. It's a matter of being able to handle it. There is a maturity that comes with being given anything powerful. And you have to be able to handle it, or it's just going to hurt you and a whole bunch of other people. And that's the first foundation of success, is you're not going to be given anything until you're ready for it. And this is going to piss off a lot of people because they all feel they're ready for it. And they're not. And it took me 40 years to figure this out. You have to, just like with a good relationship with people, with money, with anything, that Kara would not be in my life if I didn't prepare for it, if I didn't do my homework, if I wasn't ready, if I didn't mature enough for me to be able to handle her, and vice versa. The same with success with anything. And we're not just talking about money here. I'm talking about everything in life that has to do with success. Getting what you deserve, the right relationship, the right house, the car, the job, what you do in life, health, it's all the same. But people seem to want to know about the money stuff, so that's kind of what this is about. Again, success is not money. And this is the first thing that people need to realize. Success is not equated with money. Do you know that a lot of the people out there who are super wealthy, they don't own those houses, those cars, those private jets, the lifestyle that they've been given, the clothes, the ability to travel to exotic locations and meet wonderful people. They are smart. They know not to own that stuff. It's kind of interesting. If you were a celebrity, a very famous person, a movie star, and you walked into a restaurant, you think they have to pay for it? That restaurant wants you in there. They will give it to you, your food, for free. People give you hotel rooms. They give you cars as a promotional thing. They give you the rich. It's funny. The richer you get, the more famous and powerful you get, the more stuff you get for free. The more poor you are, the more you have to work your ass off in order to get anything. And it frustrates people. And this is something that you have to realize. It's not a matter of what you own. It's a matter of what you are given to experience. And you don't have to own it in order to experience something. And another thing is being smart with your money and protected. A lot of these people, they make very little. But for example, I get a paycheck. I get a paycheck every month for $5,000 from a company that runs the health business. That means I make $60,000 a year after taxes. So you're saying, how can you afford those fancy cars and those fancy houses and that life to travel the world? That's the company. The company does that for me. Now, companies at the end of the year shouldn't have any money left over. It needs to be spent for tax reasons. So I make sure that that company that I am a part of spends the money on good things, not only products that are helping people and make the most expensive product possible with the best ingredients, so there's very little money left at the end of the year, but also whatever little is left. And you watch my video on giving 10%, you must give 10%. It's part of the law of success, to the less fortunate, the more needy. And for me, that's animals and sometimes people, but that's a whole nother video. But the point is that at the end of the year, all the money is spent, there's zero left. So I personally don't make a lot of money. The company spends all its money by the end of the year, so there's no money left. It's not there's not like millions and millions of dollars in hidden bank accounts and things like that. That's, to me, is a concept of scarcity. That's like living in fear that you're never going to have enough. There's a constant flow of enough coming in once you know how to live this way. And I could go on for hours and hours. I'm trying to keep this down to like a 10, 15-minute video because there's so much to teach you guys. And I'm trying to start with the basics here, but you got to walk up the steps, and it's a spiral staircase. There's good and there's bad. There's going to be some very tough moments. There's going to be moments where you think, this is it, it's over. That's why I wrote The Prosperity Secret, and I did the video where I interviewed the people, those rich people, and they're all saying the same thing. Again, money is not the level by which you measure success. That stuff's given to you as you go up the ladder. Anyway, so it's really important that you realize the first step to success is to not go after the money. Money is a side effect that just happens to come sometimes into the picture when you hit a certain level of being, and that is and the way you get to that way of being is you have to look at life differently. The first step is you can't keep thinking rich people are corrupt, they're all bad, they're all out to take from other people and suck them like vampires, and that's how they got rich. No, they're being rewarded for something of value that they give to others. There are good and bad in everything, in the low class, in the high class, and everywhere in between. There are pimps and drug dealers in the ghetto, okay? And there's pimps and drug dealers in the high world. There's a lot of really good people out there. You just don't hear about them in the news because good is boring, bad is exciting. There's just as many good people out there that have a lot of power and success. They just keep under the radar. They're very secretive. They don't want you to know who they are, because that's another thing you're going to learn. The more you have, the more people realize you have, the more people are going to want that. There's a lot of moochers and people that just want to live off the ones who worked really hard to get to where they are. And you have to protect yourself from that. And you got to realize that, like as soon as you get a new house or some money or whatever it is, suddenly these family members and these friends come out of anywhere, out of the woodwork, saying, "Hey, buddy, I'm in town. Can I stay for a day?" And then they stay for a week, and then they stay for a month, or they start asking for money, and then they have this business plans they run by you. And they want you to invest in their business. You have to kind of keep what you have private. And then you do what you don't have the pressure, and the more you say no to people, the more you're just gonna piss them off. So just don't. That's why Karen and I haven't really showed a lot of what we have, because some people can't handle it. They just jump to conclusions, and we don't want that. We want you to like us because we're doing good things for the world, and we try to keep. We're kids. We like to have a good time, but we love to give good things to the world. But we do it on our level, on our time plan, and we help those that, like I said, that don't ask for help, that don't give us their sob stories. We help those who are not asking for help and who need it. And usually that's animals, and I keep saying that. And so anyway, enough of that. I'm going to give you guys some really important levels to success, the steps to get up to where you have the freedom to travel the world, do what you want. And it all starts with starting to look at things differently. Stop thinking life is a struggle And yes, you can give me a lot of reasons why, you can mention a whole list of hardships you're going through, financial, emotional, health, whatever. That's part of it. Even the rich and powerful people, they have issues. Somebody dies, a bunch of money gets taken away, something burns down, gets lost, gets stolen, the economy collapses, whatever. It is constant. Everybody in the world can give you a whiner's list of what's wrong, of things that are happening. The thing that sets the difference between the successful and the ones who are just stuck down below is the way you look at the situation. Bad, crappy things happen to everybody. It's what you do with it. The richest people in the world were created during the Great Depression. They didn't look at things as something to whine about. They didn't see themselves as victims. They saw opportunity. How can I turn this terrible situation into something? And does not mean taking advantage of others. Stop thinking like that. The people who think like that, they're going to stay down below. They're going to keep in this victim mode. You have to be positive. Positive energy attracts more positive energy. Be excited. See potential. How can you help others that are in the same situation? Stop seeing yourself as a victim and this is a learning experience. Whatever it is you're going through, there are other people going through it too, and they need help they need a way to get out of that hole. So if you show them a way to get out of it, and how are you going to show them unless you've been there and you figure out a way out? So the stuff that you're going through is not just to step on you and make you a victim of circumstance that you can just feel sorry for yourself. You're given these shitty situations because it's your job to figure out a way out of it. And once you figure out a way out, you share that with others, and it helps them out of it, and that gives you the strength and power to go up the steps. And that is important. You have to go through school to learn how to survive on your own. And once you do that, then you become the fireman, the policeman, the nurse, the doctor that helps others. You have to pay your dues. You have to been there. You have to been in the trenches. You can't just get this formula off the internet. Go to some seminar where they tell you how to become rich quickly and buy houses and flip them over or use other people's money. It might work for them, but usually the ones that become really successful, they started with nothing and they worked their way up the ladder on their own, and they started giving the world something of value. So I'm sitting in the basement on some carved wooden steps that go up to the first floor. This is where you need to start. Everybody needs to start in the basement. This is the foundation. This is the foundation for anything. You got to have a strong foundation, and then you got to go up the steps, step by step. You can't just jump to the bedroom on the top floor. So stay tuned for more advice. I wish I could talk to you for hours and hours, but people don't have an attention span that lasts more than 10 minutes nowadays. Life is too busy, it's too distracting. I understand, but if you really want to make it in life, there's some things you have to do first. Stop thinking a bunch of money is going to solve all your problems. Because even if somebody gave you $10 million, if you are not ready for it, it's going to be taken away a year later. If you were given a tool that costs almost nothing, that could turn you into the most successful person in the world if you know what to do with it. So, and that tool might just be an idea, a concept, a way of looking at life. It doesn't have to be a physical, expensive thing. Stop thinking success requires expensive things. So, I hope this helped. There are so many things on the road to health. And health is not just your body, it's the way you look at life, it's your relationship, it's your freedom to go anywhere in the world and do anything you want, live the life you want. It's not as hard as you think. The life that you deserve is waiting for you. All you have to do is go through the steps so you can claim it. Stay tuned to marcusnews.com for more on the steps to success.